Welcome to 2017. My name is Kevin Manley, and this is Sidecar Games Hearthstone After Dark. I'm here with Dustin Scheie.
Why, hello.
God, we made it. We made it past the year that everyone's calling the shittiest year on the planet.
It is true. Like,
everyone is just hating on it. But you know what I like to think of?
What's that? Hearthstone?
That's 2016's the year this all got started, Dustin.
That is true.
So it's not half bad.
Well, I mean, we baked it. We have baked it in like 2014, probably.
It was,
and then we spent 2 years gathering
it was a long time coming. We officially launched. We had a lot of fun in 2016, playing games, talking about them, and all that. And I'm glad to be sitting here with you in 2017 to do it for a full year.
I agree.
Just one full year. We're going to end the show in 1 year.
Yeah, it's going to be over.
Probably. So this is a deck that I made. So the meta is... Now, I haven't... To be fair, I have not played Hearthstone in about a week and a half, really, because Final Fantasy 15 came out. I had the week off. I had...
the week off really doesn't give you an excuse not to play Hearthstone.
I had illness, but because I had the week off, I was hanging out with Ashley a lot more, which means less Hearthstone. But it means more Final Fantasy 15, which is all good in the hood. So this deck right here, I built right before my week off, and it is a little bit of a weird deck. The main key is, this is actually similar to a deck that I played right at the beginning, where it relies on this card right here. Give a minion Death Rattle, resummon this minion.
Ooh.
So what's really cool about that is there's a new card in this expansion called White Eyes. Taunt, Death Rattle, shuffle the Storm Guardian into your deck. Plus, this guy has Taunt. What is the Storm Guardian, you might ask? It is a 5-mana 10/10 with Taunt.
It's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice indeed. So the goal is obviously to get multiple copies of this guy, and if I get him to die twice, shuffle 2 copies of that 10/10 Taunt in my deck, later on I can play N'Zoth, which will then summon both copies of those 5/5 again. They get killed, 2 more copies of the 5-mana 10/10 get into my deck. So this is a Taunt deck. And there's been some arguments I heard before my break where people were saying taunts don't work in the current meta. I tend to disagree. You just have to go absolutely nuts with them. You just have to build a deck of all taunts. Now, this
question: if something dies,
yes.
Let's say you were a hand buff.
Yeah.
It loses everything that was buffed originally, right?
If it dies?
If it dies, does it come back as a 5/5? Or does it come back as the buff?
It would come back as the 5/5, the original version of it, yeah.
All right.
Because, like, say I throw this out there and someone silences it and kills it, it would still come back with N'Zoth, even though it died without a Death Rattle.
Gotcha.
Plus, this right here, Ancestral Spirit, even though I'm giving Death Rattle to a card, it won't resummon the card.
With that Death Rattle.
Yeah, because that would just be absolutely
And
crazy.
that Death Rattle does not replace the Death Rattle on the card.
No, it is in addition to. Perfect. So, for example, like we have Death Rattle cards like Taunt, Death Rattle, Shuffle, the Storm Guardian, Death Rattle, summon a 4/5, Bane Bloodhoof, Death Rattle, take control of a random enemy. Plus, I got a lot of big, scary taunts like this guy, the Bog Creeper. We have...
So the goal is to come back... The goal is to come with 6 5/5s on the board?
That's like the pipe dream. It never happens.
Okay.
But I have gotten insanely close.
Is there any card draw?
There is. I have 2 loot hoarders and a which are Death Rattle draw a card, so they can come back with N'Zoth. And then I also have Blood Mage Thalnos, which is spell damage +1, Death Rattle draw a card.
Is there any healing?
Oh, there's healing, my friend.
Okay.
There is 2 healing waves, which are 3 mana. If it's a joust mechanic, so we each pull a card from our deck. If mine is higher cost, I heal 14 damage. If it is a lower cost, I heal 7 damage. I heal 7. I have this card, which is Battle Cry, restore 6 health. And I have Halaziel, which is any damage done to minions heals me for that much damage.
And then what about board clear?
There are 4 board clears in this deck.
Okay.
So I'm against a Druid, which means if he's doing the J Druid, which he is, I'm pretty much screwed.
Well, it's good to know right away.
Yeah, this is one of the decks that I don't do
It's nice not to get your hopes up.
insanely well against. But I do have a lot of taunts, which hopefully, in theory, by the time we get to the late game and he gets the biggest, scariest guys, I have enough big taunts that I can run into his face. Plus, I have huge tempo swings like this guy, which is a 5 mana 7/8, which is a huge minion. But it is overload 3. But I have this card right here, which deals 2 damage. Unlock your overloaded crystals. So there's a few things.
I don't like this guy's deck graphic.
The pie
makes me feel. Just reminds me of like Titus Andronicus.
Well, that's strange.
What does he got?
At the start of your turn, you have a 50% chance of drawing an extra card. That's a very weird inclusion in this deck.
I'm not surprised I haven't seen that before.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm going to get Big Scary Taunt out. I'm okay with
How
him
much
drawing.
mana did that cost?
5 mana.
Yeah,
But it's overload 3, so next turn, I have 3 crystals that are locked.
Oh, they're locked. Oh, no.
But I'm probably going to use this, which will unlock them for me.
That's fair.
So we're... Wow, this is interesting. I am level 20. I am at rank 20 because I have not played this month, so this could be a not real deck. So we're going to deal 2 damage here. We're going to put the resummon on this. We're going to hit here. We're going to end the turn. So this is the main thing that I want to put that Death Rattle resummon this minion on. Even though there is the pie in the sky dream of putting it on the Wide Eyes to get that 5 mana 10/10 in there multiple times, my main goal is just building a giant wall. Just building the biggest blockade that he cannot get past. And then that way it will hopefully allow me to survive longer.
Okay.
And what's nice is even like this right here, I may even use this restore 6 health on this guy to keep him alive longer, keep him around, keep him healthy. Because this deck right here doesn't run silence, maybe? I don't know. So he's already getting up there with his guys here, which is a little concerning, but I think I will be fine here. Because I have a lot of taunts, as you see. I have quite a bit of taunts. And the reason why I think that this deck is effective against what he's running is I eventually build up a board state.
Damn. That sucks. Okay, well, whatever.
That's fine. That's very okay.
They used all of his mana.
Yeah. He used a lot of things just to take care of that, which is fine by me. And then we're going to call it there. Oh, plus I have this card called Charged Hammer, which is a 2/4. Ooh.
It's a big guy.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Well, look. Whoa. What do you got in your hand there?
This right here. Deal 4 to 5 damage to all minions. This is one of the board clears.
Don't want to do that.
Overload 5.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. What I'm thinking of doing... is hitting here.
And then just hit him again?
I don't...
Oh, no, you don't want to waste that guy. Oh, well, you have to. You can't just not attack with him. I mean, I guess you could.
I think I'm going to leave it because this guy will heal him for 1.
Okay.
So now he has to trade in some sort of fashion.
He can't even trade with you.
Well, he could hit with
he could hit
this and then
everything
hit
again.
this there. So he's going to draw 3 cards. So he's going to get scary relatively soon here. And I've played about half of my taunts so far. So there will be a certain point where he's going to outlast me. But I do have N'Zoth here, which will get another 5/5 White Eyes in the mix here. Plus, I have some opportunities, is what I'm saying. That's the main thing I'm pointing out here. Okay.
He's got a lot of card draw.
Yeah, he does. This deck is really
He's
good.
almost playing ramp, but he drew really poorly on his ramp, I feel like.
Yeah, there's a bit of ramp in his deck. Okay.
This ain't so bad.
This isn't terrible. This is getting better. So I'm going to actually deal 3 to 4. I'm going to hope this works out for me. It did.
Nice.
And I'm going to start hitting his face.
What is the ability on your legendary there?
Spell damage +1, death rattle, draw a card.
So that should have been the lowest you could have done with that last spell was 4.
Was 3.
It said 3 to 4.
Yeah,
but
3
that
to
one
4.
gives you +1 spell damage.
That was. It shows the change on the card.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's normally 2 to 3. Okay, so now he's going through his deck pretty hardcore. He's going to start getting scary here soon. That's why I started going face, because I knew he was about to start ramping up.
I mean...
Like, his deck's about to go off. I need to kill this next turn, no matter what, because this is his draw engine, and he probably already has a second one in his hand. So I'm not doing terrible... Oh. That's not terrible for me.
That's almost lethal right now.
Wait, so... 7. Yes!
Ha ha ha!
That was good. That was good.
Wait, did you actually have lethal, though? You didn't. That was
I
a
don't think I
3-3.
did.
That was interesting.
Well, it was a 3/3 with Wind
Wind
Fury.
Fury, so it would have been 6.
6,
And you
79, 10. No, I did not
you
have
did not
lethal.
have lethal.
No,
It was
but
close, though.
no, but he probably thought he wasn't going to be able to build up a board big enough. Plus, he was out of taunts, which means he had to clear my board, which he was also out of board clears pretty much. So I did outplay him, which feels good, because that's one of the decks that as soon as it gets out of hand, I lose control. And with any deck, like
You got really unlucky with getting those. What is it? The Jade Golems.
the
on
Jade
board?
Golems, yeah. He
Only
started
got up to 3.
He started off really well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. It's Mage. I'm gonna keep it. So, what's weird about this deck, and I've changed one thing about it to give it a little bit more early game, is I really don't have a turn until turn 5. So a lot of times, like when I've been playing this game playing this deck in the past, it's hero powering a lot in the early game. But I added another one of these loot hoarders in there, and I'm hoping that that ends up working out. Oh, that's good.
Are you also playing a shaman?
I am a shaman.
Okay, so just making sure.
Yeah, I have the Murloc hero portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how have you been, Dustin? How was your New Year's
My New Year's was okay.
at my house?
Because I was a little sick.
Yeah? Could not drink that much?
Could not drink. Really?
Always sad? Always a sad story?
Always a sad story. Right now, I am drinking whiskey bitters. So
Nice.
Should be good.
Just the bitters.
Just the bitters. Just whiskey bitters. I just poured into a glass. You know that little plastic thing on the bitter bottle? I just break that off and just start pouring it in.
Just start pouring it in. It's delicious
It's
and I love it.
delightful.
I can't help myself. All right. So, I don't really know where I'm at right now with this guy. I feel like I'm screwed. Depends on what this is. If this is a mirror entity, I could be relatively screwed.
I'm sorry. The secrets just make me think of Yu-Gi-Oh and makes me unhappy.
With trap cards?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like, I kill you. You would have killed me if I didn't have this card that just annihilated your entire board.
Yeah, I don't think it's as bad in Hearthstone, but I do see your point.
There's always that asshole kid who had 2 of them in his deck.
Yeah.
They actually took that out of competitive. You couldn't use that card anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
You always gotta you gotta know your game's balance when you just have to start saying no, you can't use that card anymore because it's too broken.
Look, we did some fun shit for a while there,
we had
but
this on the television show, so we just had to make the card.
yeah.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh was getting his butt kicked, and then just happened to have this card in his deck. Because the heart of the cards, bro.
All right. And I have to do that, unfortunately. That's all right. That's all right.
Wow, you're down at 14 already.
Yeah.
Do you have any heals in your hand?
No, I do not. I have an activator for heals, which is whenever your spells deal damage, restore that much health to your hero. So if I get one of my board clears, I could heal quite a bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because it does it for each minion.
How much mana was that deal 5 damage, everything? Oh, it was 3, but then it had 5 for the overload.
I'm probably screwed this game because this is a one-turn kill deck that he's playing. You can tell based on how much card draw he has. And I don't feel very confident. Yeah,
he's got a lot of card draw.
He's got a
What's the combo?
Butt ton. It is... Ooh. We're going to do that. 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 The combo is...
I don't know what just happened, but it looks impressive.
It's just... his thing is just spells to your face. Like, a ridiculous amount of spells. Like, he's probably going to draw a lot more, eventually drop Emperor Thorson, do a spell damage plus 2.
Deck?
What?
A red deck?
Yeah, if we're talking Magic terms, a red deck. He's
Tenacious
wondering.
D. We're playing...
Wow. We're playing against Jack Black.
Jack Black. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, Jack Black is
chilling at rank 20.
Really good Hearthstone player, apparently. Really avid. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Or if you're Greg Miller, Tenacious 0 Us D.
Boom! There's that heal. There's the heal I need.
Why did his secret kind of activate? It like turned purple for a second and then went back.
That seems glitchy. I don't know. All right. So he's going to start healing, freezing stuff. So 5.
You don't have the option to not use your secrets, do you? They just immediately activate?
5. Yes, they happen when...
Is it the first person to hit him in the face that it's going to... Because you've done everything. I mean, you've cast spells.
He either has Ice Block, which is when he hits 0 on my turn, he becomes invulnerable until the next turn. Or it is Ice Barrier, which is when I attack, he gets 8 armor. Gosh,
Gotcha.
He's so close. He is so ridiculously close. And the problem is taunts do not stop what he's doing.
Magic doesn't stop a taunt?
Magic can go through taunts.
Eesh.
So he can hit my face even though I have a taunt up.
That seems kind of messed up, actually.
In a lot of situations, it makes a lot of sense, but with one-turn kill decks, it's a little ridiculous. Plus, Mage just has so much burn. Because they have a free... So what the combo is he has a 2-mana spell that deals 3 damage and freezes me. Then he has a spell that is either A, it's a 1-mana spell, either A, freeze a character, or B... What is he doing here?
Freeze stops you for 1 turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this.
You give it a death rattle of resummon. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Not that it's gonna do anything.
All right.
What's the death rattle on that? Summon a 5 something?
Summon a 4/5. Basically,
4/5.
summon itself again.
Okay,
Just without its death rattle.
gotcha.
So he is. Oh god, he is so close to just killing us dead.
He needs all 10 mana to do it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, no, he doesn't, because you're at 17 health.
I'm gonna heal up a little bit right now.
If
Gosh, so much freezing. So much freezing.
So he's just delaying you and drawing cards until he can get his...
Alright, so I need to start hitting his face. Oh, I could have... that doesn't feel worth it, but it actually is.
You could have killed that.
Yeah, I might have wanted to hex that. Because now he'll at least get one more card draw.
Why
he doesn't have the
combo...
because this is whenever this minion takes damage, draw a card.
Oh, okay.
And I need to beat him in the card race. But I actually feel like this might have been the best play because I have 7, 8... Oh, there we go. That's bad. That's really bad.
Well, that's his turn, so that's good news.
No, it's not. I think he has lethal next turn. Is my guess.
How much damage do you got right now? Not enough.
Not enough. If I drew my...
You can turn that into a 1/1.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yep, there we go.
It still deals damage, right? Okay, good. Wait. Oh. Oh, interesting. I guess that makes sense.
15.
Oh, because you still can just attack it with that.
Yep, he won. Oh, and I had him next turn, basically.
Well played.
Yep. Wait.
Here we go.
Yep. Here's that.
If I drew one of my heals...
He has one more, and then he just needs one more, which he probably has in his hand. Yeah, deal freeze, damage, and kill.
Yeah.
If
If I had another heal in my hand, I may have been able to win, but you know, that's a rough one. Well, that was that deck.
You have to play an aggressive deck against that. Like, you don't have an aggressive deck.
The deck that he was playing, actually, aggressive is not great. Control Warrior is pretty much the only hard counter. Also, possibly that Jade Druid ramp deck, where it's summoning a bunch of Jade Druids.
Well, it didn't have a lot of minions. She didn't have any minions. So if you were aggressive, she'd have to waste all of her spells in order to destroy your minions.
You actually want to be mid-range, maybe. It does have counters, but it's one of the best decks on ladder because that's actually an aggressive variant of that deck because it has a lot of low drop minions that hit you in the face a lot. It's a challenge, but I still feel like my deck is really fun. It's really cool. And also, I just don't see people playing taunt decks on the meta right now, or at least from before the break. And they're just super fun just to put up like giant monsters that are really hard to take care of. And this does especially well against that pirate deck that I showed you the other week.
Uh-huh.
Because the pirate deck like is just hit him in the face, hit him in the face, hit him in the face. And because of the 3 mana healing that I have and things like that, I can keep somewhat stable until turn 5. And by the time I hit turn 5, I'm putting up giant taunts that they just can't break through, you know?
Yeah.
So it works out really well. But it's a fun deck. So I definitely will keep playing it.
Yeah. I
Cool.
mean, you won. How many today? You won.
We did 2 games, and I won 1, lost 1. Well, thank you guys for watching. This has been Sidecar Games Hearthstone After Dark. Congratulations on making it to the new year. I don't know why I said congratulations, but hey, if you want to see more content, more video gameage, more of us talking about random shit, subscribe to our channel and watch more of our videos. Dustin, thank you for joining me.
It's always a pleasure, Kevin.
All right, guys.
Goodbye, guys.